Well, you like this game? Well, we have another game for you, the Spongebob Squarepants movie game. So the year is 2004, October 27th, the most epic year of all because we got the SpongeBob movie and the SpongeBob movie game. I remember being so hyped going to the movies, and playing this game was the most amazing thing of my childhood. Seeing SpongeBob slap Mr. Krabs like that was pretty crazy. With Battle for Bikini Bottom, we had an original story. It was SpongeBob and all these robots come to Bikini Bottom trying to destroy the whole town, so SpongeBob has to destroy all the robots. But in this one, it's based off of the movie, and in the movie, SpongeBob and Patrick have to go get the crown because Plankton stole the crown from King Neptune, and the whole main part of the story is just them getting it back. And yeah, they go through a lot of stuff trying to get the crown, and I don't know, I think the game did pretty good, like talking about the whole story and stuff. I feel like it was pretty accurate. So we're going to be talking about the weapons in SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie game, and how amazing they were. I really liked how they had an upgrade menu, and I know Battle for Bikini Bottom didn't really have any upgrades, and that's something that I think was really cool about this game. So once you upgrade certain weapons to a certain point, I know you get, with the boxing glove, it turns into like a metal boxing glove thing, and it explodes, which I think is really cool, and it does a lot of damage. Same with the, what was it, the karate glove. It makes you so strong to the point where you can like deflect things, which is really nice. I know you get the bubble bowl, and the bubble bowl, once you upgrade that to the last one, it turns into like a electric ball thing, which I remember using all the time. I think like one of the most amazing things about this game is just being able to upgrade the weapons to a certain point like that. And as I said, as a kid, that stuff was really amazing to me, just being able to blow up things with the electric ball and stuff like that. I don't know what you guys feel about the like upgrade system in the movie game, but I know a lot of you have to agree that it was pretty cool. And as I said, I think like one of my favorite things was just being able to use the bubble bowl, but as a electric ball thing, and just being able to use the boxing glove and make that turn into a bomb. So the next thing I wanted to talk about in this video that I liked as a kid but I also hated was driving the paddy wagon was something that I really enjoyed, but one thing I could not stand, which I know a lot of you can agree with me, is the time challenges and the ring challenges. I hated those so much as a kid, and I was so bad at them, and I'd be stuck for hours and hours trying to do them. Being able to drive the paddy wagon was fun, but when you're timed, absolutely not. I feel like they purposely just kept making us play these levels over and over just to make the game extra long, and I don't know, that's just something I don't like about the game. Yeah, talking about weapon upgrades again, I still remember at one point when I was younger, I had no idea that when you upgraded the karate gloves that you could reflect enemy attacks. And I know there's this one part in Planktopolis where there's a whole bunch of enemies and they're just shooting, like spamming so many, like, what is it? It was like vomit or something. And I could not get past it because I had no idea that you could reflect it right back at them and destroy them. So I just remember being hours and hours of just non-stop playing the same part over and over because I had no idea. And at one point I finally figured it out, but my god did it take me so long. Now we're going to talk about the SpongeBall challenges. Now this was something I also felt was really cool and fun. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know if anybody really agrees with me on that, but I'm pretty sure you were challenged, like there was time challenges with that too, which sucked, but I don't know. When you're not getting like a time challenge or something like that, I think this is pretty fun to do. And I don't know, it was really scary and you have to be very careful on what you were doing, and I don't know, I felt like it was a pretty good, decent challenge in the game. And there was also the challenges with Patrick where you'd have to jump on the cubes and stuff like that, and they'd be moving all over the place, and there'd be ice cubes that would dissolve and stuff like that, which, I don't know, I found that pretty fun as well. It wasn't something that was super challenging, but I don't know. Once again, I don't know if you guys agree with me on certain things, but personally, I kind of enjoyed this. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you really enjoyed like the SpongeBall levels and the Patrick levels, or if you just hated them completely. I want to know what you guys feel about them. And now we're going to be talking about something that I really loved about the game as well, is the soundtrack. I know Battle for Bikini Bottom had the most amazing soundtrack, and Jellyfish Fields is still a song that I love today, but the movie game did a really good job with their music, and I think it was pretty good, just like Battle for Bikini Bottom. Like, just listening to some of these soundtracks right now, like this one. This one's pretty good, dude. Listen to this. This is amazing. Or, I know my favorite one was the final boss. Listen to that guitar though, bro. Listen to that. That's amazing. This is wonderful. It definitely made the mood feel more epic versing King Neptune in the final boss. What was your guys' favorite song in the soundtrack? Let me know down below. I ask always like 50 questions of you guys, but I'm just curious. I know some people don't really like the boss battles in the game, but personally I like them. I don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be. I don't know, for the boss battles in Battle for Bikini Bottom were pretty good. Like the Sandy boss, I always loved versing her, and the Patrick boss especially. I think the Patrick boss was one of my favorite boss battles in Battle for Bikini Bottom. There wasn't really much to this boss battle because all you'd have to do is just hit the thing off the edge and then it takes some damage, and it did take a while for the thing to die too. I remember it being super long, but it was still fun, not too terrible. And then I know with Dennis, he used SpongeBob as like a baseball bat or something, which was pretty funny. And you have to throw watermelons and stuff at him, and then he tried hitting, what was it, toilets? He'd throw toilets at you and stuff like that. Once again, I think the Battle for Bikini Bottom game had way better boss battles, but it was still pretty fun to play. Definitely my favorite boss battle would be the fight with King Neptune towards the end. So the beginning of the boss fight, you just hit a whole bunch of tables and try to align them with him, and then he tries to snipe you with his little harpoon thingy or whatever. And then once he hits Mr. Krabs, it reflects to the tables and then hits him and does damage. And towards like the end of the fight is when it gets actually challenging, and he destroys the floor. And he does these like little laser beam things on the ground, which I found pretty hard. And one thing I really liked is that they played the Goofy Goober song towards the end of the fight, which made it even more epic. I think it's weird that the game was released before the movie. I don't know, I think that's just funny. So once again, I never really liked any of the like ring challenges or time challenges, but the one thing that I had the most challenge with in the whole entire game was the bubble missile ring challenges. I could never. I hated those. I hated those so much more than doing it with the paddy wagon. I think it was just, I was just so bad at it. I don't know why, but it was something that would take me longer than most of the other things that I had problems with in the game. It's just, I don't know if it was because it was distracting, because so many things are like around you and you have to focus on the ring, and I don't know, there's a lot of obstacles in the way, and sometimes they'll have like big fast turns and stuff like that, and I don't know, I cannot stand this, and that's one of the things that I really hated about this game. Once again, I'm not trying to hate on the game. I love the game. It was one of the games that I enjoyed a lot as a kid, but oh my god, did I hate these. So now I wanted to talk about the enemies in the Spongebob SquarePants movie game and how I feel about them. A lot of them looked really funny. I like the really big fat guys that threw up at you. And then the one guy with the dog, and I know he'd spin around and stuff. I like that guy a lot. So I liked how they changed the enemies and how they looked. Like in the Goofy Goober place, the two fat guys would wear the Goofy Goober outfits, and then when you go to the one place for the baby hunt area, and they're wearing like biker outfits and stuff like that. It's definitely a cool little change. And towards the end, when you get to Shell City, they'd be wearing the plankton little bucket helmets and stuff like that. I liked how in this game they had different costumes and stuff like that you could unlock by getting secret hidden like chests and stuff like that. I know in Battle for Bikini Bottom they wanted to have costume changes, but they didn't add it, so they added it in this game, which is really nice. Now, do I think this game is ever going to get a remake? Probably not, but who knows? If enough people ask for it, then it's definitely a possibility. But as of right now, I'm just happy that Battle for Bikini Bottom is getting remastered, because I still remember when I first found out that it was getting remastered. I had no, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was fake. I was like, no way, because I've been waiting for that like for years, you know, like a lot of us have. And people were like so hyped about like a remake for the game that people even tried making some themselves. But I don't know. These SpongeBob games are games that people definitely cherish and love because it was their childhood, like mine. And I don't know. I'm just glad these games were made. In the middle of making this video right now, I found some screenshots for the PC version of the game, which looks funny. I remember playing that a lot as well, but it wasn't good. Like, none of the PC games were that good. Except for, like, I know nobody's gonna agree with me, but Operation Krabby Patty was a game that like has a weird place in my heart, and I know it's really, really bad. I understand, but it was a game that I played a lot, and I enjoyed that game. So I feel like that was one of the PC games that were kind of okay, but I know nobody's gonna agree with me. I don't expect anyone to. I know at one point in the Battle for Bikini Bottom PC version, you have to fight as Mr. Krabs, and you have to just like box this robot, and I thought it was so funny. I never really played the movie game on PC. It was just mainly Battle for Bikini Bottom and Operation Krabby Patty. But one of the games I did play was the Game Boy version. I personally liked the Game Boy version a lot too. It was pretty good. Definitely not as good as the GameCube and Xbox version and PlayStation 2, but it was, you know, it wasn't super, super terrible. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Sorry if this video wasn't the best. It was kind of random, and I just decided to do it because, I don't know, I enjoyed making the Battle for Bikini Bottom video, and I thought I'd do another review and talk about the movie game. I think the next one I'm going to talk about is either Lights, Camera, Pants, or, I don't know. If you guys comment, let me know what game you'd like to see me review and talk about. Make sure you smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe. Definitely means a lot to me.